Do you find yourself creating the same dynamic in every relationship that you create? Do you always have the same facade and then you get the same reaction from people wherever you go? If so, you have a very limited relational business card. And today I'm going to teach you how to expand your repertoire to create more rich and flexible relationships. Hi, my name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this is The Potential State, and today we're on Ownership 26. What is your relational business card? So we all present ourselves in a certain way. We call this in psychotherapy a self-state. Okay, one of the Assaels inside of me, or the confident one, the shy one, the artistic one, the mysterious one, the ditzy one, the learned, I bring one of those forward, and that's how I present myself to people. Okay, and why do I present this specific one? Because that's the one that worked for me when I was a kid. Each child finds a way to get attention. Whatever card gives them that attention, they perfect, and that becomes their leading business card. So what happens with these business cards? So slowly as I grow up and I use the same ditzy card, let's say it's ditzy, okay? That's going to be my business card. So I'm going to attract into my life people that like the ditzy card. So they're either going to be people that are very learned or very confident or leaders. And then in all my professional and personal relationships, I'm always going to be kind of cast as that business card, in this case, the ditzy. What's the problem with that? That over time, the system that I build around my life keeps pushing me back and back to that same business card. And slowly my behavioral, emotional, and actual repertoire becomes narrower and narrower. And this limits me. And mental health, one of the definitions of mental health is having access and flexibility to many different self-states, or to have many business cards. I'm going to give two examples. In the clinic, one of the sentences I've heard that I've always worked with is respect the client, don't respect their business cards. People come in every single day and they say, oh, hi, I'm Assael, and this is my business card. This is where I'm strong on, this is what I'm weak in. And my job as a therapist or as a facilitator is to not respect that business card and to question that business card, to expand the repertoire. And I'll just give you an example. A few years back, I was working with this woman, and her business card was being this sweet, benevolent mom who has everything together and is always nice and always, is the bigger person, and she'll always step back when there's conflict. But what happened is that slowly people were allowing themselves to be more and more mean to her. And their behaviors were unacceptable, right? But because she is the benevolent mom, almost like the martyr, so everyone can do whatever they want. And what was really fascinating is to see, okay, she had secondary gains, right? Because we get something from the business card. In her case, it was feeling superior, more mature, more responsible. But as we noticed, that facade has surrounded her 360 and she couldn't break out of it. And in my personal life, my wife, Galit, her business card was sweet for many, many years. And that's how I love her. And slowly in the recent years, she's been developing into the gutsy girl, into this powerful woman, this Lilith. And that had a lot of impact in our marriage and in our lives. But that is beautiful to see a person expanding their business card and getting a bigger repertoire. So how do you do that? So the first thing is you need to recognize what it is. So choose a relationship, an intimate relationship or a personal relationship, and just write down the top 10 traits, sides, or characteristics that you bring to that relationships. Now do this playfully. Don't take this too seriously. Keep it funky. Keep it flowing. If you need, have a friend give you feedback, or your partner. And then what you want to do, choose two self-states, two business cards, two traits that you bring most often. Write them on a piece of card, show them to your partner. And just reflect, why do you get them? What do you gain from them? What do you lose from them? Discuss. Maybe they can share their two business cards as well. And then just see how these two cards complement each other. You will usually see in intimate relationships, the business cards match each other, right? So if there's a persecutor, there's a victim. If there's a teacher, there's a student. If there's a father, there's a daughter. Okay, all those things are always complementary. If there's a CEO, there's going to be a secretary, always. And then after you've done that and reflected that, try to, what else can we do? What other parts of myself would I want to bring into this relationship? Some of them might have been hidden parts of me, the comic, the joker, the devil, the sexual person. What other parts do I want to bring into this relationship? And then as you're discussing this, realize that every time you're going to bring it, it's going to be difficult in the beginning because you guys have very strict and rigid business cards. But the more you can bring more sides of yourself, the more you're forcing your partner to bring more sides of themselves. And Carl Whitaker talks about authenticity. It's like, if I fight to stay authentic, which means in this case, bring many different self-states, because all of us have a lot of different parts of stuff, I'm forcing the other to also be more authentic. And that can make sure that our relationship stays fresh and vital and in movement and regrow. So if you expand your business cards, you'll expand your life. My name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this was The Potential State. I'll see you next time.